So we're now going to look at different parts of a circle, okay? Here you have been given 3 circles with different sections to them, with different names to them as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually give you definitions to each of these, okay? So the circumference here is actually the circle itself, okay? That's the circumference. So circumference, okay, is the perimeter of a circle. Okay, it's basically a fancy word for perimeter, but it only relates to a circle. Okay, so it's the whole way around the shape of the circle. The radius is this one here that goes from the center to the edge of a circle. Okay, so that's the radius. Okay, radius is the line. You can have multiple radiuses or radii, from the center to the outside. Okay, so it just touches the circle anywhere. Okay, now so you could have this as a radius, you could have that as a radius, different. Okay, the next one is the diameter. And the diameter is a straight line that goes from edge to edge of a circle through the center. Okay, now I'm going to add a little note here to the radius. The radius is half the diameter. A good way to remember this is diameter is a longer word, radius is slightly shorter. So radius is the shorter one of the two. Okay, so diameter is the line from one side to the other, passing through the center. Okay, and you can also put in brackets if you want. It is double of the radius. The last definition we are given in this circle is tangent. Okay, tangent is this straight line here. Okay, so tangent is a line, okay, a straight line that touches which touches the circle at one point. Okay, so in this case, in this particular drawing, it touches it here. Okay, it doesn't, it's not a circular line, it's only a straight line. Okay, those are definitions for the very first circle. If we go to the second circle, okay, we're going to look at an arc. Okay, I'm going to just write the definition for arc first. So an arc, okay, is a section of the circumference. Okay, and if you want to think about it like a pizza crust. Okay. So in this particular drawing, you have 2 arcs. You have a major arc and you have a minor arc. The only difference between them is that the major one's the bigger one of the 2. So it's a major arc and this is the minor arc. Okay, so an arc is basically a small section of the circumference. Okay. A chord is the next one here. So this is a chord. Okay. A chord is similar to a diameter. The difference is it doesn't pass through the center. Okay. So a chord is a line from one side to the other, not passing through the center. Okay. So it's more, it's likely to be less, like smaller than the length of the diameter. Okay, because the diameter will be the longest one. And the last one here, the last definition is a segment. Okay. A segment is a section inside the circle between an arc and a chord. So, for example, you have a major and minor, okay, so one's bigger than the other. This is a segment because the bottom bit here is an arc and the top here bit is a chord. Okay, so it's like a really badly cut pizza. If we look at the bottom part, the last definition here is a sector. Okay, so there's two words which are similar, segment and sector. Okay, a sector is a section inside the circle between an arc and the radius. Okay, so remember that one's between an arc and a chord. This is between an arc and a radius. So this is like a slice of pizza. Okay. So here you have an arc. There's a radius. There's your pizza slice, also known as a sector. Again, difference between the major and the minor. Major is a bigger one. So if you imagine you take out cut out a pizza slice, you've taken a minor sector, but what's left over in the box, it's a major sector.